Good afternoon, DJ. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, September 30th. The time is currently 1:26 p.m. PM session. What are you telling us? What's going on? Arrived at my desk at 1:24, I believe. Yeah, 1:24. As always, my weekly target is 5% and my daily target is $500. Mental check-in, feeling generally okay. All right, excited to see what price session has in store for us today for this PM session. Excited to grow and get 1% better as always. All right, already 1% better from this morning. So another 1% from this PM session, and we're like just 1% better overall on the day. Just amazing growth. All right, so we'll take it. Risk disclaimer, I accept any risk that comes with trading today. I understand that trading comes with real risk and that losing is part of the game. News, no news this PM session, okay, but we've had news today, all right, making it an optimal day to take a bloody trade. It's NFP Tuesday. Risk going into the day, we're at one still, okay, we took a couple of hits this morning, okay, about 4 trades, all right, all L's, but it's all good. We took a lot of lessons from them L's, okay, turn them L's into lessons, all right. Weekly program going to this week is a buy program, okay. I'm gonna elect to stick with the buy program, even though I could potentially be wrong, but I'm just following the higher time frame bias, okay, and it's suggesting higher prices, and I'm not trying to predict the top, okay. But either way, I'm buying and selling, so it doesn't really matter what the weekly program is for me. It's just about where the higher probability trades are and more risk trades will be in that direction, right? So, but either way, I can trade. When did it? Oh, it's here. I'm about to say, when did it do that here, bro? Um, yep, 15, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna extend this because I did the -5. I didn't do the +5. The macros 952, whatever, the 50 to 1010. I'm gonna do -5 +5. So it'll be starting at 45 XX 45 to XX 15. Include that 5 plus or minus 5 minutes. So yeah, cool. I did say I want to see this keep lower, but didn't do his job in it. Price had somewhere else to go here. This bad boy here. Now we're below it, so yeah, lower prices we're anticipating. Go a daily low here, down here. How's the next draw? We also have a session liquidity down here. Could take this low and then go and give us the low of the week there. But that trade, oh yeah, I was saying that this was my draw for that trade in it. And as you can see, we're close. So obviously, as my price action understanding increases, all right, I can kind of move away from the risk to reward and just kind of partial based on the levels. So I'm not like stagnant, right? The levels move. 1 to 2 is stagnant. I'm not liking the sound of being stagnant in a market that moves like this. Like I said in the morning, I want to be nimble. This should keep price lower here. I want to be nimble. So this would go up to 1015, right? I mean 115. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want that. Prefer that. I'm going to use that as mine. And then should it carry on higher, I use the fibs for the 4 hour minute. So I'm just talking out loud here, DJ, in terms of my exits, right? Because I'm not feeling the 1 to 2 anymore. I mean, it's fine, right? For now, it's fine. I'm not knocking it. For now, I'll stick with it and it's fine. But as I progress and I get better, I want to move away from it. So I'm thinking, about 4-hour quadrant, the levels there, 4-hour as the exit, obviously from mine from a low, portion at 50, portion at high, and obviously whatever higher time frame inefficiency or liquidity does a bubble below it. That's a possibility. I could do that. If I'm buying a low, 50% takes I'm off, low target and be done maybe. Maybe the ranges, right? If I'm one end of the range, right? Take something off at the middle of the range and it shows I want to continue to the other side of the range. Because that's what I did here. That's what was running through my mind here. Took this low, okay, it wasn't like the high, right? Took the high. Now we're coming to take the low. So we could have took this high and continue higher. If price obviously wanted to go higher, but it didn't. Oh, yeah, see? I was looking at this trade too, right? During the macro, hold on. This is why I'm like kind of off the 1 to 2 a little bit. Today, just like not even today. It's been a few instances that's happened. I'm like, okay, just 1 to 2 thing, bro. It's cool, but I don't know. Like I said, I'd be stagnant in a nimble market. I was looking at this micro trade below 50. Take those lows here, displacement. We do take the high above that and above that too. Either way. Took those lows, place higher, took liquidity below it, so I don't need to see the above. If it happens above, just add more confluent. Straight here, stop at the body, candle wick body. All right, and 1 to 2, not hit. See that? See what I mean? Right? So now, potentially, I could do what 1 minute inefficiency or liquidity is around that level that I can take something off at, like here. And not really be fussed about the fork. It's the tough one. I mean, I wouldn't be trading here anyway, but like, still, it's about data collecting. I need all the datas. Yeah, that's something I need to get a hold of. Spend a minute. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Mackerel. Swing. Market structure shift. Fair value gap. Fair value gap. And no. Ba-ba-ba. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll go back to this morning because I can't wait tonight to go back through this morning because that was something, boy. You really had me there. You had me there. That's because I'm in the beginning phase of this, so cool. Even if that wasn't there, right? But this impression should keep price higher. Break. That is too nice. Oh, yay, yay. Ratio. Market structure shift below it. Fair value gap. Cute, cute. For my work fit, so it's gonna be a short one for me here. I'm gonna have to get out here by like two. I need to leave by 2:50, close to 3. Let's say 2:55, maybe 2:50. So I'll be done here at 2:50 macro. So I won't even be able to catch 2:50 macro. outside, it has to be that, and it has to be some sort of displacement, right? Because that's the same thing. Because this one wasn't really, yeah, it added up to it, but like, oh, it didn't actually. Wait, no. Yeah, right. Need to be with displacement though. I don't want to see this ugliness. Yeah, needs to look like this. Needs to look like this. Wow. Oh, okay. About to say, because this one was. Oh, no, yeah. This is the initial. Beautiful stuff. I'm gonna change these to like green lines. Green means go, baby, go, baby, go, go, go. I ain't doing nothing here. Missing my key ingredient. And I ain't got that, I ain't got nothing. Movie night, all right. Bomb accomplice starting to do things now. Naked Gun. Yeah, no good movie, but I guess you get the idea of what they're trying to do. That's still nothing for me down. This is just like you know, like being an Oreo and thinking it. Everything's going from like like these and shit. These got decent. They've got a decent buy here for 2.0. That. Let me see something now. And so why the 15-minute lows are and nine. We've got liquidity, just need inefficiency now.
Order filled.
Since 69 takes to make $69. Really only take it to down here. Still have this here up here. Might not come up there because of the inversion. That's why I elected to go with the inversion. Closest one to price action, I guess. No. Please hold on. Two. Now we have relative equal lows down here. Really targeting down here. My God. Against my weekly program. Goes above that, reduce the risk of the probability of this trade, but doesn't mean close the trade yet. You know how long it took me to do that one? I'm trying to extend it, but it just won't let me do it. So take me to what, 200? I'll be done. Close above the inversion. I don't like that. Yeah, this is done. Done for.
Order filled.
Thank you. Fair enough. Fair enough. Plays a role. And if he is involved in a liquidity that grabbed him, yeah. Solid trade there. Talking about where we are for time, where are we? Based Losses equal lessons and opportunities. This here should support price higher. Yeah. That's it. I'm not gonna be here to the next for the next macro to see what it offers us. So really and truly, that's it for me today. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, DJ. Let's do a trade performance review. What I did well this PM session, okay, is that I showed up, even though it was a short one. Okay, I showed up. Okay, got 1% better. All right. Kind of confirmed something that I was looking at or collecting data on, which is what I was which I wrote down. What was it? No. Where did I write it? The hell? Oh, macro candles must be involved in setup for an entry. Macro candles must be involved in a setup for an entry, all right? And this can mean what how can it be involved, right? In terms of a macro candle is what takes structure, right? So we say causes market structure shift to involved in fair value gap, also inversion fair value gap, market structure shift above and below. Okay, either one. Let's put that above. Oh. I'm gonna need to go back through this and get all this like written down because yeah, it's all over the gap, man. I need like a itemized, like everything in one place. Involved in fair value gap. Okay. All right. So yeah. So the macro candle must be involved in the setup for an entry. All right. Two ways it can be involved in the setup is by causing the market structure shift above or below price, right? Or being involved in a fair value gap or inversion fair value gap. So this trade here, all right. So time. First thing is time, right? At 145, where are we? All right, in regards to the previous candle range, we're in a discount, right? In regards to the previous candle range. So in discounts, right, we're anticipating our best buys to happen in discount. We're also in the buy program. So our best buys will happen in discount in the buy program. Okay, so that was okay. All right, cool, fair. So we're in discount. Okay, where are we coming from? All right, where's price coming from based on the previous range? Right? We came from previous range high, right? Came all the way down. Well, you don't have to go that far, right? Just based on that's a good thing. To how far do we go to see where prices come from? Just from the morning or the previous session, right? On the previous session, we'll do that. Lunch was coming from a premium of the previous kind of range, all right? Came down to a discount, okay? So we came from a premium and now we're into a discount. Do we break above or below a key level, right? Here, where are we? 145, we're in a discount, okay. Price, we already went through that price is coming from premium, came into a discount. All right. Do we break above or below a key level? We broke above this key low here. This previous candle low. Previous candle range low. Right here. This is from the 2 a.m. Which is fair because it's still valid. We're still in discount of the previous one here anyway, still, because that previous one it would be this one at 10 a.m. and we were in the discount of the 10 a.m. previous candle. Macro candle, right, is involved in the setup here, okay, by causing the market structure shift here. If you see this high we're looking up here. 761, 760.5. So this candle is clearly higher, okay, so making it a swing high. Okay, market structure shift with the 145 candle, right? So it's involved in that in the setup in terms of it caused the market structure shift, right? So this makes it a valid trade to enter, all right? And we had fair value gap here and we had higher fair value gap here. And as you can see, when we came back into it, cool. Cool. So this is what this all of this is a process, right? I'm refining my processes, right? And that's what I'm doing with this series. I'm refining my not my journey, my model, my procedures, my processes to suit me, right? And what I see in price action, what is obvious and clear to me that I can follow, right? In price action, right? Because I was looking at this, I'm like, and to top it off, right? We close back above with that 145 candle, we closed back above this fair value gap here that's been prominent in price action all day today, right? This was the buy from the half 50% of the weekly range, right? The previous week's range. So this is potentially the low of the week being formed here. It's Tuesday, right? Buy programs. We want to see low of the week being formed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? So it is a Tuesday during New York's AM session. So this could be potentially the low of the week there, right? But yeah, so which this would have gave this setup further confluence, right? I extended it and I was paying attention to it, right? I was like, okay, yeah. But I was weary because I'm like, straight at the macro, yeah, it's possible, but it's not. I want to give it some time to see what happens, but it can happen right at the macro start as well, okay? Just follow the price action. So, even if you go into this trade and it had failed, right, and broke back below this key level, it's telling you something, right? That it potentially wants to go lower and take out this previous candle's range low. So that would have told me something about price, regardless of what was happening there. Okay, so it closing above this fair value gap, right, on that 145 candle, the macro candle, which also caused the market structure shift, added more should have not should have adds more confluence, all right, to this setup, right? So yeah. Um, that was good. That was good to watch. I took this trade though, but yeah, that was cool. Which was this was a fair trade too, right? I waited till 145, let the candle print and see if it gives me sell after that. But it can't give me the sell right at the 145. I need to be aware of that. Like if that candle is involved in the market structure shift, like I said, or in the fair value gap, that's a valid setup, and I need to be focusing on the initial setup and only looking for the next thing if it failed, unless it just went to another key level. But this was also a key level, and we took liquidity by, but it closed below that. So it's all fair. It was all fair. It was all fair in love and war. But when we closed above this right here, when we closed above the mean threshold, yeah, this should have been a warning sign right here to close the trade. Definitely when we closed above it, above the rejection and everything here, that potentially could have been a warning sign as well. Okay, so price should have stayed below this. Cool. I'll collect more data on those because I've noticed that when it forms the opposite in that zone, tends to not come back to it. So if we're coming back to it, all right, so at least if we're closing above mean threshold, then this candle was a warning sign. When we close below it, all right, the next candle should have went for me, right? The fact that this closed above here and closed above mean threshold, I need to get going soon. And it closed above mean threshold here. Okay, it should have been my warning sign to close the trade. Like I said, that's this is my next phase of progression, right? I've progressed from my key levels, right? Now I've got the good, I would say good key levels on my charts, right? Like proper key levels that are determining the turning points in the market. So now that we progress from that, now it's about the candlesticks, right? The communication between the candlestick and what is communicating to me. Am I on side? Am I offside? Right? That's my next phase of progression. Paying attention to the candlesticks to see if I'm offside or I'm on side and being able to not mitigate, eliminate, not minimize risk, right? So here, mean threshold, closure above that mean threshold, boom, close the trade. Even if it carried on going in my direction, I'm fine with that, right? I'll learn from that, and that will be a different progression than if I collected more data and that constantly is happening. Okay, then I will learn from that, right? So that's something that obviously I would collect the data on and learn from. But yeah, so yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. This should have been the trade really that I was paying attention to. It come from an inversion fair value gap. I'm already is a pro trend trade, right? Hits all the marks. I guess now it hits all the marks. This, I guess you can say now I'm kind of, yeah, like I said, I'm refining the processes, right? So now I know, right, how the macro can be involved in a setup. Didn't have this before, but by being here today, right, now I have two factors, right, that I need to see in the macro, right, to engage in the market. So I need to see a macro candle. It can be the first one, right, involved in the setup to be like yesterday. If you go back to yesterday's trade, hold on. I need to leave here at 2:56 to make it on time. Hold on, I still got a little bit of time. We go back to yesterday PM session. Was it PM session? Oh no, I think it was either one. It don't matter. Whichever one pops up first. No. I think it was AM then. Yeah, it was AM. Yeah. If we go back to yesterday's AM session sell trade that we were in, right? Macro is right here. Well, it kind of extends. I'm gonna extend it to 5 minute plus on the 10:10. All right, to take it to the 15. So even if I didn't do that, right? Even if that's not involved right now, and we were just looking at this setup here, okay. I don't know where the key levels were at, but there was a key level here. Yeah, I remember there being a key level there. This macro ended, right? These candles inside of the macro, right, were involved in the setup, right? In terms of taking liquidity here above the key level, all right, and then closing below the fair value gap. That's macro candles form that fair value gap and we close below it. So this makes it a valid setup that I can enter in as long as the macro candles are involved in the setup, all right, gives me the go ahead to get involved in the market in the trade there. So that's another checklist, right, that I can go through in terms of when I'm looking to take a trade. Cool. Here, outside of the macro, I was paying attention. 2, 3, 11, 2, nah. Did enhance this auto block though. And it had the fair value, yeah. Okay. Kind of wanted to see price come back into here, but obviously didn't have to. Because you can still use this is the price, right? It's price. Where's the time? Time says not my trade, truly. But anyway, DJ, let's do a quick trade performance review and get out of here. I gotta go. Did I start my trade? I don't think I did. Did it? What I did well. Oh, macro has started. Yeah. Showed up. Okay, got 1% better. Definitely got 1% better. You gained experience, learned lessons that I'll take into my next trading session. All right. Another thing I did well was that when I took the loss, okay, it didn't like even though this is my 5th loss for the day, which is a mad a losing streak, right? It didn't like spin. It didn't take me to a tailspin where I'm like, okay, I have to make these losses back and get back in the market and go outside of my model or my precision protocols. Okay, so I'm very happy and pleased with myself about that. I took that one loss. That was enough for me. I'm like, yo, okay, 5 losses in a day. That's way too much losses that I need to be taking anyway. No more. It's a short afternoon for me. I don't need to do anymore. That's cool. I'll take the loss and come back another day. So I'm very happy and pleased with myself, having control and being able to stop myself and not going back in. Okay. Where I fell short, I would say taking, obviously coming from a 4 losing streak and then to the PM session, I probably should have just taped red or demo traded the PM session and just not took a trade. So I would say I fell short by over trading. Even though I kind of controlled myself, I was still an over trade, and I've already took 4 losses already in one session, which is an overkill anyway at this stage. But it's okay because I'm learning. I'll let myself off, like I said, I'll be soft because I'm still in the early phases. All right. I'll give myself some leeway, but I need to learn from these things, right? As long as I'm learning and I'm improving, that's all I care about. How I can improve for next day, next trading session is just keep showing up. Okay. Don't let short-term adversity deviate from what I got going on. Okay. Keep showing up, seeking excellence, aiming to be 1% better each and every day, each and every session, each and every week, each and every month, each and every year, each and every quarter. All right. All the times you can think of, just aiming to be 1% better, really and truly. How else I can improve for next day trading session is I need to get, because everything is like changed now a bit, not a bit drastically. Everything is different in terms of my trading style and what I'm looking for, my key levels. And I haven't I have this the flow chart, right, for the previous things that I was doing. So I kind of need to put something together like this for the new things that I'm introducing into my procedures and protocols, into my model, into what I'm looking for, into my protocols. Like I need it written down because they're all here in pages, right? When I backtest and I see something, I'll take note of it as something that I'm noticing in price, right? They're all here, but they're ripping on me for Yeah, I need to get it down in a format that kind of translate to step by step what I'm looking for and what I need to see to engage my checklist to get engaged in the trade. But yeah, other than that, I need to get that down. That's how else I can improve it. And obviously keep going over and over in it till it's like burnt into see it into my brain and I can, I'm dreaming it and Um, but yeah, that's it for me today. Okay, another brilliant session, brilliant day in front of the markets, growing, getting 1% better. All right, improving my analyst and my trader all in one. So can't take nothing out of it. All right, for me, it's all positive. I'm choosing to take all the positives. I acknowledge the my downfalls and my mistakes and the negatives. Okay, I acknowledge them, but I'm choosing to focus on the positives, right? On what I've done well and how I can improve from the mistakes that I've made, right? So yeah, very proud of myself today and I'm just proud of myself in general for sticking and staying with this and not giving up. All right. I think I'm getting to the point where it's becoming, I'm only looking for really like time, right? Where we coming from? Where's price been? All right, and do we break above or below a key level? And then is it during a macro? That's it. Outside of a macro, I'm collecting data on how I can get involved in a trade outside of macro if it's worth it anyway. But so I shouldn't really be executing on those now, just collect the data. All my trades will be in the macro. Outside of macro, like I said, I'm collecting data on how I can get involved. I saw something here with this order block here. Okay, with the time and the order block there. So it kind of added confluence to this order block, and this fair value gap here added confluence to this order block. And as you can see, price did respect this order block. So like I said, there's things that I'm paying attention to outside of macro that can get me involved in the market as well. But that's something that obviously I need to build more experience in before I start executing on it, which is a mistake I've made this week already. So learn from me anyway. So that's it. That's all. DJ, catch you tomorrow. Tomorrow's NFP Wednesday. We obviously have news, okay? So be active. And first of the month. What? Oh, I need to do my monthly review. I need to do my monthly review. quarterly review. Oh my shit days tonight. Oh my god. And I go do our wine tasting because that shit is done today. Okay, a lot to do today. All right. So when I get back, I'm gonna be busy. Anyway, DJ, I gotta go. I don't know why I'm still here chatting, running my trap. As always, I'm the trader, signing out. Good luck, good trading, happy hunting.